Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you like my stuff, follow me on Instagram at LeeChandre. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. Okay, so I am kind of doing a still life today. I am doing a bottle, and I'm not going to say what bottle it is because I'm going to see if you guys can guess it. If you got it right, comment below so I knew exactly what it was. Basically I kind of start out with drawing ellipses and kind of going from there and really just focusing on the shapes more than I guess like drawing the lines or the outline of the bottle. I try to focus on like the shapes. So for example, when I learned in school, we had these little ellipses, and you kind of see like I'm kind of continuing drawing these ellipses all the way up. But I mean, like, because usually if it's like a glass bottle, you can see through it, so you can see the other side of the bottle, and it typically makes like an ellipse. This is usually called is it diagrammatic? I think it's, yeah, diagrammatic, schematic drawing. So it kind of like basically kind of lays out like your whole process, your whole thought process on drawing the bottle, basically. And you can see I kind of go back and like change some things, and then the bottle's on a desk, and you can kind of see how the lines in the inside of the bottle is like kind of wavy. And like when you see, like when you're looking at through a bottle, you don't like, it's not like, sometimes it's straight, but usually I feel like it's kind of round, or it's like distorted a little bit because of the bottle, because of the shape of the bottle. All right, so I kind of like basically map out my shadow. I kind of like just have a very simple kind of sketch for my bottle. And even like if the bottles like have words on it and things like that, like you want to make sure that that's following the shape of the bottle. So like if it's round, then your letters should look round. They should be kind of curved. Like lines shouldn't just be straight up and down. You should kind of see a slight curve, like not a whole lot, but you'll see some curve. I didn't go like over like I didn't create the full letter because I feel like there were some areas that were darker, and it's probably gonna kick my butt later because as you can see on the side, I'm using oil pastels, and they're not really small. They're like chunky crayons, and so it's really annoying working with them when you're trying to get in smaller areas. So I'm just gonna do the background. And go back and erase some things, add a little bit of detail, kind of round some things up. And I noticed that my bottle, like the top of my bottle, is like a lot it's a lot longer than what I had. So I'm gonna add a little extra to it at the top. I'm gonna go around and kind of darken my outline a little bit, the areas that I feel like are dark. And again, you kind of see these ellipses like from time to, like, I don't have them throughout the whole bottle, but I feel like in certain areas, like I want to show like the opening of the bottle, and when it changes and things like that. That in my head that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. All right, so you can see what the bottle look like. And going back and there's like a few little things that I feel like I forgot or like just kind of looked over. Okay, I'm gonna pick some of my colors for my still life. And I didn't explain what a still life is here I'm kind of like trying to figure out how I want to kind of lay down my colors. And I feel like the second one looked a little bit better. That's how I'm gonna do it. But I didn't explain like a still life. So a still life, if no one's familiar with it, it's basically you drawing what you see. So like maybe making a like setting up like an arrangement of things, objects, and then drawing those things as you see them. And it's like a really good way to practice drawing and getting better at drawing. Um, I like doing still lives and they're a lot of fun. I think I like doing them like just in pencil. I'm not. I don't think I've done it in oil pastel like ever, but I kind of like oil pastels. So I really like I like how immediate it is. Like with painting, I feel like it's such a process. And this is a little faster. And then like the same thing with pencil, I feel like that's a process too, because having to build up these dark values is really time consuming, at least for me. Go around this area because it's like the back of the wall, and so it's like a light um what is that color? It's like a what do they say, like a what is it, white egg color? I don't know. And I decided to pick purple for like my shadow for the bottle because you kind of like see a bit of a shadow there. And you can see that I'm gonna go around it, but I'm gonna go like on the edges of the purple because like when you put those colors next to each other, they kind of blend in a little bit. And sometimes you have to kind of go back and forth with it. So I'll be going back and forth, like adding a little bit more color, taking a little more color away, putting it on top of it. But I'm still like working with the oil pastels because I'm definitely not a pro with this, but I do like it. And I use a brush to kind of like, cause like with oil pastels, it leaves these little it leaves like shavings, I guess, around it, and it's a little annoying. But like if you use your hand, it like smears it, and then you get colors in places you don't want them. So that's why I have my brush. Then going in the bottle, because as you know, if you can see through a bottle, that means you can see the colors in the background. So I'm doing like the wood grain that's on the desk, and then like the wall. And I gotta leave like the areas that I want to leave. Gotta burp. Excuse me. Okay. I promise I'm not drinking while I'm working. I try to leave like the areas that I want to that I want to keep white. That way when I go over the white or that area with the white, I'll actually get white. But I'll also do some white on top of just the color too, because I think that's nice too. Like sometimes everything just isn't pure white. Like it's like a lighter color than that color. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, it was a challenge using these oil pastels. Like I said, you know, like this really like the like chunky crayons. And I know they have like oil pastel pencils, and I actually do have I don't have pastel pencils. I'm just not sure they're oil pastels. But I have pastel pencils, but like I like just using this. I'm gonna take my black and I'm gonna kind of put it next to like the letters that's on the bottle, but not like around, like not going around the whole letter, because I didn't see like it like outlined like that. And then those letters are also on the back of the bottle. It's not super clear, but you can kind of see some of the letters. Now I'm gonna go in with my white and kind of like get like a little bit of those grays, and then that background up there is like white. So I went in the bottle. I made that kind of white with a little bit of gray because it has like a little bit of reflective light. And I'm just doing like the cap of the bottle, which is black, and there's little areas where it's like white, and so I want to make sure that I definitely add that in. And I went back over with pencil because it's like this little ledge at the top portion. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill that in. And then shadows. I'm using gray for shadows, but that back area is like white, so I'm gonna let it be white and then add those grays. And I kind of go back and forth a little bit with it. And here I'm gonna kind of add some more reflective light that's bouncing off the bottle. And this is basically it, you guys. I'm really happy with it. I think it looks great. That top cap part looks brilliant. I love it. And it really gives me like a painter vibe, which I like. Alright, you guys. So here's the finished painting. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Happy 4th of July!